I'm Stephanie, and today I want to chat about my favorite Lensbaby lens. I actually only own two Lensbaby lenses. This is the Sol 45. It's a really compact little thing, all-in-one lens. But my favorite is the one that's on my camera right now. It's called Edge 35. So I wanted to mention 5 things to know about the Edge 35 and hopefully get some more folks interested in this awesome lens. The first thing to know about the Edge 35 is that it's actually a 2-part system. So this part down here with the silver pieces is called the Composer Pro. Composer Pro 2 is the one that I have. It allows you to shift the lens in all sorts of different directions. The actual lens component is here. Right now it's threaded in to the Composer Pro, but I can twist it out and remove it. And then if I'm interested down the line, I can purchase more of these optics. They're called optics. So this is the Edge 35 optic, of course, but there are many others that Lensbaby offers that you can put into the Composer Pro and get a different Lensbaby effect. So that's the first thing to know. If you want the Edge 35, it's actually a 2-part system. The second good thing to know is that when you're working with the Edge 35 or any Lensbaby for that matter, you do need to have good light. So I often look for, when I'm in my house, which is when I'm taking most of my photos since I'm mostly in my house these days, I've got 3 young kids. When I'm in the house, I look for a pocket of light or a window that's got some good light coming in. I really like directional light or side light. Even backlighting can work. But when you are working with the Edge 35 or any of the Lensbabies, of course I only have 2 that I'm going off of here, I tend to find that you need good light to make them work. The third thing that you'd probably like to know about the Edge 35 is that it's like free lensing. The effect that this optic in particular has looks very similar to the effect that you get from free lensing. And I used to love free lensing, but I'm a Nikon girl. This is the D750. With Nikon, you need to tape your lens open in order to free lens. And it just became a total pain. And I always got nervous that I was gonna injure my camera or my lens somehow, because when you free lens, you also remove the lens. So I wanted the Edge 35 because I wanted to be able to get the same effect that you get from free lensing, that nice blurry effect with just a slice of focus through it, without having to remove my lens from my camera and tape it open anymore. And that's what you get with the Edge 35. I absolutely love it. The fourth thing that's cool to know about the Edge 35 is that it's a manual focus lens, like all of the Lensbabies are. So before I owned a Lensbaby, I had never manually focused a lens before. It's something that takes some getting used to. And I find when I'm taking photos with it, I just kind of, you can either look through the viewfinder or you can look at the back of your screen to see if you've got the focus right as you're twisting and focusing in and out. I often find that I overshoot to make sure that at least a handful of the photos that I get are in focus. So that's probably my best tip to offer, is that when you are trying to get focus, you want to focus in a little snap, focus out a little snap, and so that you make sure at least one of them is going to be in focus for you. And then the last thing that I think is good to know about the Edge 35, and again, many of the other Lensbabies, is that I often find I have to edit them a little differently than I do with the standard lens. And that's not a bad thing, it's just to say that there is a slightly different editing style involved. I often do add a bit more contrast, and I find that they just need a different type of tweaking, but it's something you get used to pretty quickly as you practice and have fun with your Lensbaby. So while I do love both of the Lensbaby lenses that I own and the different effects that they offer when I'm taking photos with them, if I had to choose just one, I'd definitely choose the Edge 35 with the Composer Pro 2. If you have any questions about Lensbaby, please don't hesitate to reach out. And if you're interested in purchasing one and would like a 10% discount on your purchase, check out the link in my bio for that discount code. Thank you.